Hey everybody, James here from allamericanguardian.com. Coming to you live from a hotel room in Denver, Colorado. I just finished shooting a video for you guys on my laptop. I'm out of town for some sales training. I'm going to be here all week and I'm tired. I've been cramped up on a plane for 3 hours. Got up here to the hotel room, got something to eat, and my back was killing me. And I had to get this video out. So I sat down, shot about a 17-minute video, started processing it, got partial way into processing, and my laptop died. I totally forgot my laptop charger, the cord at home. I don't know how, but whatever. I always forget something. So forgot that at home, and laptop died. Completely lost that video, unfortunately. But I had to get a video out for you guys today on YouTube. So I'm using my trusty Samsung Galaxy Note 8. I'm going to get the job done. And anyhow, so I'm going to talk about the same stuff that we were just talking about on the other video that I lost, which was the three things you need to build a website. So number one, you need a .com, right? You need your domain name. There's other endings out there like .nets and .orgs, .online, .biz, .me, all that kind of stuff. But I would really just stick with the .com. The little ending part is called a TLD. If you ever hear that word TLD, that's what that means. It means like the .com or .net. There's over 1,000 of those available right now. I would totally just stick with the .coms though. If your business name is not available as a .com, like if your business is Main Street Bakery and you're trying to get mainstreetbakery.com and it's not available, then you probably need to choose like mymainstreetbakery.com or themainstreetbakery.com. My wife's business, she owns a nail salon. Her business is called Just Got Nailed. Well, that wasn't available. So we chose I Just Got Nailed. And that's her domain name, ijustgotnailed.com. So anyhow, you need a domain name. Number two, you need a hosting account. Okay, hosting or website hosting is where your files are actually stored. Basically, you're renting space on a server somewhere at a hosting company, at a data center, where all of your website files are stored. There is a way to actually host your files on your local computer, like on your laptop or your desktop at home, so you don't have to pay hosting and you're running your website from your computer. It's possible, but it's not a good option. Okay, if someone ever suggests that to you, just if you want to learn how to do it, that's cool just to know, but not a good choice. Basically, you want to go with a reliable, reputable hosting company that is going to keep your website up and running 24/7. If you store your files on your computer at home and that's where you're running your website from, when someone tries to go to your website and you've lost power at your home or you've turned your computer off or you reset it or whatever, well, when your computer's not on, your website is not going to be available. When you have your files stored on a hosting platform at a data center with a reliable hosting company, like let's just say this is not a reliable hosting company. I do not like GoDaddy, but just for instance, GoDaddy on one of their servers or HostGator or Cloud9 or whoever the heck you use, Bluehost for your hosting. When you go with a real website hosting company, they have data centers that have backup generators. They have like armed security guards. They've got these giant air conditioners that keep all the servers cool. I mean, basically those buildings and their setup there is designed to keep those servers or those computers running 24/7 around the clock, 365 days a year, no matter what, with redundant backup so that your website stays up and running no matter what. So let me skip back to the first thing you need real quick, the domain name. The cost on that's going to be about $10 to $15 a year. The cost on a hosting account per month, because usually you pay monthly, is about $10 a month. Okay, there are some cheaper ones. I wouldn't go cheaper than about $5 a month. Okay, there are some dollar hosts out there, like $2 and $3 hosts. That's going to be really crappy hosting, and really the reason why it's crappy is because what they do is because you're paying such a low amount, they will cram you and 1,000 other people just like you onto one server. Okay, because they're going to make their money one way or the other. Sorry, I'm shaking the table and moving the camera here. They're going to make their money one way or the other. So whether they're charging you $10 a month and putting a normal amount of clients on that server, or they're charging you $2 a month and putting 5 times as many clients on that server, they're going to make the same amount of money. But when you're paying less, you're probably going to have a crappier service. Okay, your website's going to go down. It's going to be slow. Things aren't going to run properly. Things aren't going to work right. And so it's better to just go ahead and go with a nice, reliable service for about $10 a month. There's even some better ones out there that are, $20-$25 a month that are far superior. So we'll get into talking about all those on another episode, but just know that in general, your domain name is going to cost about $10 to $15 a year. That's your .com. And then your hosting is going to cost about $10 a month. We'll say $10 to $15 a month. You can pay yearly for your hosting. Sometimes you can save by paying a whole year in advance. I wouldn't suggest paying more than a year at a time. There are deals on hosting company websites where they give you like 2 years or 3 years of hosting, and they give you a huge percentage off, which is great. It's a good savings, but unless you have a track record, you know the track record of that particular hosting company, like you've been with them already for 2 or 3 years and everything's been perfect, I would not start off paying 2 or 3 years in advance for hosting with a company that you don't know what's going to happen. Because a lot of times, I've had to change hosting companies several times because everything started off fine, and then all of a sudden I started noticing my website was going down a lot, or my emails wouldn't work, or whatever. There's lots of little issues that can occur when things aren't running properly at a hosting company. So I would not pay for more than about a year in advance. And I would only pay that year in advance if they're giving you some kind of deal. Otherwise, just pay monthly. I typically just pay monthly. That way, if something happens, they don't have more than a month of my money, and I can move to somewhere else and not feel like I lost out. So the third thing that you need besides a domain name, a .com, and hosting is code. Okay, so code is what actually projects your content onto the screen for people to see. But computers read the code. Okay, browsers read the code. There's software that reads that. And when I say code, I mean like HTML. So you can either hand type out HTML code, or you can just use a content management system that basically builds the website for you and does all the code for you. Okay, because it uses a what's called a what you see is what you get editor. Okay, WordPress uses a what you see is what you get editor, and I can't really show that to you right now. In the video that I made that I lost tonight, I was showing y'all what these are, but because I lost video, I'm having to use my camera on my phone to shoot this one, so I can't really explain it right now. But basically, it's a very simple way. The content management systems like WordPress help you and make it very easy to build this website and do the code without having to know what HTML code is really. There's other content management systems out there like Drupal and Joomla, but really WordPress right now is powering about 1/3 of the entire internet. So I would stick with them. That's what I use. That's kind of the mainstay for online business nowadays. And there's just so many options. And the best thing about it is it's completely free. It's very reliable. It's free. And you've got a ton of options for if you want to, add on to your website and put a shopping cart, or you want to put a blog, or you want to put a forum, or whatever you want to do. I mean, the sky's the limit with WordPress. So you got a domain name, you've got hosting, and you've got a content management system. Okay, that's the 3 things you need to build a website in 2018. Domain name costs $10 to $15 a year. Hosting platform, you're talking about maybe $10 a month. WordPress is free. Okay, so all in all, If you can't afford that for your business, because like we said in the last video, pretty much anyone that owns any type of business, or if you're starting a business now, you need a website. We came to that conclusion. If you can't afford for these simple things like $10 a month hosting, then you probably don't need to be in business right now. You need to save up some money so that you can put towards your business, because you've got to invest at least a small amount of money to get this thing going. Anyhow, so that's all you need. It's not much. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Whether you're on my website or you're on YouTube watching this, make sure and hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell button. That'll give you notifications for when I put out new videos, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.